Hey, welcome back. It's been too long. It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? I've just been busy the last 2 weeks, actually. And part of that is that I think that doing an hour-long video is a huge commitment, and I decided to change it up a little bit, actually. What I'll do is I will do an hour of a game, like I have been, but instead of doing, well, I say an hour of a game, I'll do, if the game is worth playing for an hour, I'll play it for an hour. If not, like my last video, I'll play it for like 20 minutes each, and play 4 games in one video or whatever. But I think I've decided instead of doing an 1 hour long video, I'll do 4 25-minute videos or 5 20-minute videos, and then that way they're more bite-sized and more digestible, so that people can watch them and then kind of go about their business, if that's what they want to do. So I decided to start it with this game, The Darkest Dungeon. This game is incredible. I've actually played it quite a bit. It's a great game. It's tough. It's really tough. It just sometimes, it just does that thing that I hate when it happens to me out in public, where you get spun around and then someone grabs you by the butt and just kind of takes advantage of you. That's what this game does. And honestly, I don't know why people voluntarily pay for games that do that, but I love it. So we'll get started. We'll name our campaign We'll name it The Darkest Donger. Because, I like my dongers like I like my coffee. Black. We'll skip the intro. Basically, the story is some old man owns a mansion, and he somehow opened up a hell portal in his basement or something, and now we're a bunch of mercenaries or something that have come out to help him like reclaim his house or something like that. And maybe the monsters have spread. I don't really know. I don't really know if it matters too much. There's just a bunch of bosses that you kind of have to fight throughout these different various stages. And kind of to describe the game, you know what? Well, I'll just show you. This is the tutorial. So essentially, you move. There you go. Map navigation. Click to move forward. You go. So this is a connecting hallway to the next room, essentially. And you go from room to room in these different locations. And you people walk. I love that dude's voice. His voice is so just like, it just gets me going. Okay, so here's combat. I love it when he talks. It's crazy. So basically, our characters got surprised. So their organization switched a bit, and that's really important actually later on in the game to have your characters in the right order, because their abilities are only usable in certain places. For right now, I'm not going to worry about it too much because this character can use his ability, and I only have 1 enemy. But later on in the game, you'll have 4 characters versus usually 4 enemies, or 1 big enemy and 2 small ones. And so it's really important, but for now you'll just kind of get the idea. So you'll use an ability on the character, and you can see the stats down at the bottom right. You can see his health, what he's resistant to, what I'm gonna actually do to him. So I'll do between 4 to 8 damage, and I have an 83% chance to hit it, which I will probably hit it, and I will also cause him to bleed, which means he'll take 2 damage per turn. So it's kind of a turn-based combat game. But the way it's done is just so good. And so you have also, you have health, but at the bottom here you see the stress levels. Stress really is an important thing to keep an eye on as well, because your people can go nuts and just start like losing their mind, legitimately losing their mind, where they'll start like refusing to be healed and deciding to attack the wrong character because they feel like they know better, things of that nature. So it becomes a huge problem. So this game is all about balancing, risk versus reward and dealing with shitty situation after shitty situation. You genuinely are always dealing with shitty situations. So we'll just kind of go from here. So I'm going to stab him. I'm going to make him bleed. Oh, he resists the bleeding, which is not a great thing. See, that guy has an ability where he can shoot both of us and debuff us. So now we have -2 dodge for the next couple turns. I'm going to try and stun this big guy. He has a 50% chance for resistance to stun. Oh, perfect. So I did stun him. I had a 1 in 2 chance. Now he's buffed, so he's now more resistant to stunning. But thankfully he wasn't able to attack, so that kind of push off his attack 1 more turn. And thankfully I'm able to make him bleed. But I'm not going to be able to stun him again, unfortunately, because he does have that bonus resistance. So now you see down here. Well, I can't. Shit. Okay, so you see at the top under resistances it says 90% resistance to stun. Before he was only 50. And so some of these abilities, they affect different areas. So for example, this one, Zealous Accusation, I can attack 2 people in the front. However, since this is a big guy, he actually counts as 2 spaces. So it doesn't really do me much good. So I'm just going to go ahead and smack him with my sword right in the face. and hope for the best. So again, they're putting down the debuffs on us. Oh, that hurt. 10 damage. Jesus. That hurt. Okay, so he's got 13 health and he's bleeding for 2. So I'm going to stab him again. Oh, he's dead. See, because he's got 4 damage per turn on bleed, so he's going to die next turn. No matter what happens, because he's bleeding. See, so he just died, which is perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and just knock this guy. I'm going to stun him out. There we go. And then that way we can just go ahead and just stab him right in the butt. Ass stab. Ass stab. And now he's bleeding too, so he only has technically 2 health left. Oh, technically speaking, actually, he's dead next turn because he's bleeding. So the other thing that you need to balance is torch. The torch. Right now it's at 70, which is pretty good actually. Once it gets down to 0, there's 0 light, and some of the bonuses and the kind of the risk and reward of that is kind of balanced, because the less light you have, the more reward you get, but the more stress and the more damage that your characters do. The lighter, the brighter the torch, the better you scout the next room, the more likelihood you have of surprising the enemies, and also the less stress you take. So because this guy is essentially dead, I'm going to boost up the lantern, because that boosts it up. See, now it's 76, and it gives me a protection bonus for the next turn, but mostly I was really concerned about the lantern. Oh, which I guess it doesn't really matter, because that we've completed the adventure, but before I leave this area, I'm going to search this wow. Crap. Well, there was nothing in there. Thankfully, the thing is over anyway. But yeah, that's how the game goes. Now I get to my rewards, so I've collected some gems and some gold. I didn't eat some food, so I got some money back. I got some gold. Didn't collect any heirlooms, which are really important to upgrade your town, which you'll see here in a short bit. So they've gone through these levels now. We're going to see what kind of traits we've discovered in these characters, whether they're good or bad. So this guy, it's a good thing. He hates beasts, so he does extra damage, and he takes less stress versus beasts. This character, it's a bad thing. He gets 20% stress damage versus humans, so he really doesn't like people, and he gets a little stressed out when he's fucking trying to fight them, which, you know, is not a good thing, because there's a lot of humans that you fight out here. Look at all these things that you have to do, like all these quests. It's nuts. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. It's nuts. Okay, so this is the town. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is the graveyard where people, if any of your characters die, when they do die, which they will definitely be dying, this is kind of the storyline, and this is some of the stuff that you do. And this is where you hire more people. When he talks, it's so distracting because his voice, he's almost like David Attenborough. So there's like a bunch of different kinds of characters. So this is like the soldier, this is the highwayman, plague man, plague doctor, and this is like the healer or something. I'm about to sneeze, so I'm going to pause the video. Whew, sorry about that. Man, that was a sneeze to freaking remember. Okay, anyway, so you can also upgrade. So these are the heirlooms I was talking about. So there's like the scroll, I guess they're called deeds, and then the shield, which is like crests, I guess. You can upgrade things, and you have different, heirlooms. I just said the word. I just said it. Anyway, you have different heirlooms that do different upgrades that you need. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to upgrade the available number of heroes in this to 3. So next time we come back, there'll be an extra character. And I'm going to upgrade the size of our roster to 12. Because you want to have people constantly rotating in and out. Because they're going to be stressed and they're going to have all these problems that you're going to have to constantly be trying to take care of. But so let's go on another mission here before we run out of time. So what the hell is this? Medium. The darkest dungeon? Oh, wow. Jesus. Okay. That must be new. They must have added that since the last time I played. Okay, so here's where you can set up your characters. So you look from the front to the back here. Front, back. So I want to have, and you can see where they're best. I want to have my best characters that are good at the front. He can't do shit at the back. He has no abilities. The brighter the light, the more effective he is. And his preferred target is obviously the same. So this guy, he's kind of better in the middle, which is perfect, because that means I can put him second. This guy is much happier near the back, which is great, and she is a little bit balanced. Actually, that's something that I would want to change, but for now I'm going to put her in the very back because that's where I want her. The usual suspects, I guess. Oh, that's like the standard roster? Well, anyway, so you can also see stats about the room itself. So there's the goal here is to explore 90% of the rooms in this area. It's a short It's a short mission, so it does not involve camping, which is a big part of the game as well. And I'll get these rewards. I'll get a little item I can put on my characters, or one of my characters. And here's where you buy provisions, like you buy food, you can buy torches and stuff of that nature. So it's a short mission, so I'm going to probably buy 6. I like to buy 6. 4 because every once in a while I need to eat, so I can feed 1 food per character. And then the other 2 I can use in an emergency situation, like if they're about to die, I can heal them up a bit, even if they're not hungry. I'll take a couple of things there. The shovel. Now, the question is, I already have holy water and anti-venom, which is good. I also may want a bandage in case they're bleeding. And sometimes keys can work well to your advantage, but they're a little bit of risk because you never really know if you buy a key if it's gonna, if you're gonna get back your investment. But like I said, this game is about balancing risk versus reward. This shouldn't go too badly because this is just the first level. I was just giving you a little tutorial. I don't necessarily care right now. So I'm just gonna move forward, see what we find. So this is kind of the starting area, and you get like random things. My nose is like so itchy. Oh my lord, the allergies out here in Texas are just brutal as hell. So you can salvage torches from here. You can find all sorts of stuff. Sometimes you get good things. Sometimes, as you saw at the tutorial mission, the chest can be trapped and you can get poisoned. All sorts of stuff. So first battle of the main game. This won't be a problem at all. We're gonna do some dazzling light on these some bitches. We're gonna knock him out. It didn't really matter which one I targeted because all of my characters can target both of them. But I'm gonna go ahead and try and kill the one that's not stunned before he has a chance to attack. This ability here is good because it makes people bleed. But these guys are skeletons, so their bleed chance is like their bleed resistance. Sorry, is 200% resistant to bleeding. So you're twice not gonna make them bleed. So I'm gonna shoot. Oh, I can't shoot. I can shoot them both though. I'm gonna shoot them both. Get them down pretty far. Oh, so they're both basically dead. In that case, I'm just gonna kill them both. So that went very smoothly. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. So this is already unlocked, so I guess I don't need a key for that. Oh, fantastic. Oh, and sometimes you have a chance of scouting. That's kind of the benefit of having a better torch, is that you have a bonus to scouting. So now I can see, so there's an obstacle in my way. Here, I'll zoom in here. So there's an obstacle in my way here, and then there's the battle, and then the room next at the end of the hall is empty. So I know there's not going to be anything there that I'm really too worried about fighting or anything like that. Now, obstacles are a bitch because they hurt your characters, they add stress, and they make it dimmer because it takes time to move the stuff. So it's really, really, really annoying to go through the obstacles. So sometimes if you can avoid it, you like to avoid it. But this kind of tells you the mechanics of the torch. If you want to read that, you can pause it and read it. I'm actually going to boost up the torch just a bit because I'm not really too concerned about reward. I just wanted my characters to not be stressed or survive. Oh, see, so now I added the torch, now they're surprised. So I get to attack first, which is really important. In fact, I'm going to stun the chick at the back, which I guess didn't work out. But that's fine, I can shoot all 3 of them. It's a very good ability, but it splits up my damage quite heavily. So now let's see. So this only affects the back 2 slots. There's only 3, so there's nobody here in this last slot. So they're less effective, but they're still good. I'm gonna stun her. I'm gonna try and stun her again. Oh, actually, I did the wrong one. No, I didn't. I did the right one. Oh, I thought I was clicking the wrong thing. All right. Well, let's see if we can kill these guys. Oh, we got them both, and she's stunned. So that's perfect. See, so he just got 7 taken away from his stress level because he did a crazy critical hit. Now the other thing is, this is a problem because there's a corpse in the way. So sometimes you have to, the corpse counts as a slot. But thankfully his gun is really effective, and he can just aim at one specific person. But that worked out really well too. Normally this game is pretty easy at the beginning, but it gets brutal as hell as you keep going. I guess I'll go up and maybe go down. Maybe that's what I'll do. We'll see. Hopefully this goes well. Uh-oh, it's getting a little dark. Let's add another torch. So what are the chances that this is... Okay, good. Oh, and I got another key. Sweet. Alright, moving on. Go through the door, bitch. Go through the door. Thank you. Okay, so this probably could use a lock. Oh, so they're surprised again. See, this is working out great. Let's see. What do I want to do here? I probably want to poison out this guy because this guy's a bit of a beast, and he gets pretty tough going forward. I'm going to shoot all 3 of them. That only did 2 damage to this guy. That's not great. They're all 25 resistance to stun. I'm gonna stun this guy, I think, because I want to make sure he does not attack, which is quite important. So now I can actually do the Zealous Accusation. You know what? I'm actually just gonna kill this guy. That way, there's only one attack. Oh, so now she's yanking him forward. See how that rearranged all my characters? That's a huge problem because he doesn't do very well in the front. And he does okay in the middle 2 slots, but we really would prefer, of course, for him to be in the second slot so he can be in the first slot. But I'm gonna shoot all 3 of them. Let's see. So yeah, he's completely useless here. So I'm gonna move him back.
Slowly, gently.
All right.
This is how
No, don't. Oh, thankfully she missed. Okay, so that would have been a bad thing because she's not very good at all in the front, and that would have rearranged everyone so badly. But thankfully we're doing okay. We're doing just fine. And Judgment, so I can kill her, boost the lantern, and heal her 3. Fantastic. So I'm gonna move him back. Oh. All right. Heirloom chest. Unlock this bitch. Hidden compartments. Some bonus stuff. Oh my god. Profane scroll. That's really good. I love it when he talks. It's nuts. I just, there's something so satisfying about his like very deep, gruff voice. Oh. Let's get that torch back up. Oh shit. There's a trap. Okay, we only did 6. It stressed her out a bit, see? I mean, I would get stressed out if I just got stabbed horrifically by some floor spikes. I mean, yeah. Alright, let's go check this out. Let's explore 100% of the rooms. What do you say? Shit, with the floor spikes! Come on!
Mind that such missteps are the exception and not the rule.
That's true. That's something that I never thought about, David Attenborough. Thank you. Okay, these guys will be fine. They're surprised again. Man, I'm doing well. I'm getting so lucky on these surprises. It's nuts. Normally it doesn't work out this well. Maybe it's just because it's like the first mission is supposed to be easy or whatever. I'm going to stun out this guy because this guy can do some damage. This guy can do some serious damage. I'm gonna noxious gas the middle guy because he has the most health, like barely by 2 I guess at the time. But boom, that's how you do it. Yeah, that's right. Nice. This is working out so well. The strategy here is so stunningly good. All right, I'm gonna stab him, even though he's a skeleton and he's not gonna bleed. I'm gonna stab him out, and then I'm gonna poison him, and then he's gonna die. Oh no, he didn't. Oh no. Oh, okay, that was fine. He's gonna make me bleed. Okay, we're good. We are good. We're gonna kill him, heal up for 3. That's such a good ability. Got all these heirlooms. All right, so we don't know. This is a holy fountain. Do we want to keep this? No, let's see. We don't. We're probably fine. It's probably already sweet. Stress relief and health. That's good. Stress relief and health. See, now they're hungry, so now we got to feed them. So I thankfully have a lot of food I've collected over the course of this mission, which is very good. Because that means it's random. You never know when they're going to need to eat. So. It's nice to have bonus food, and that's why I normally take 6 because I know that I'll more than likely eat at least once, if not twice, and also want to be able to heal up because basically the way this game works, if they get to 0 or 1 health, they go on what they call death's door, which basically means that they are about to die, and if they take another damage, they have a chance of dying. But if you heal them up from that, so if you get them to 2 health, then they're no longer on death's door, and then they go back to death's door again. So it kind of makes it more forgiving as far as your characters dying, because you need it. Your characters get fucked up in this game, and so I like to have that bonus food just in case I need to get 1 health in or whatever to try and get them off of death's door. Oh my god, I just found so much food! Holy crap! That's nuts! So much food. All right. Oh shit! I should have used a torch. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Oh, that's it. Let's continue adventuring, because we can. Let's move forward. Because we can. And let's throw these torches up. Get some inventory space for all these fat loots we're about to collect. Oh, shit. Do I even care to go through this? You know what? No. Because I don't want them to just be stressed. Because you have to recover the stress after the mission. You have to recover it. So, we got all this stuff here. Oh, my God. All this food. It's 5 gold for each food. It's nuts. And the shovels. Whew, so good. A little bit of heirlooms. Not too much, but a little bit. And let's see. So they get 2 resolve XP for leveling up. And then Zoophobia. 20% stress damage versus beast. Didn't he actually become a zoo hater earlier? So now he gets some stress back, but he still is resistant to stress for beasts? That's weird. Curious, obsessed with the acquisition of knowledge, apparently. Whatever that means. Oh yeah, there's bookshelves that sometimes you can read. Warren's Explorer, scouting chance in the Warren. So sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, like I said. But it kind of, the theory is if you can, fight through it, you can balance it out.
In truth, I cannot tell.
See, exactly. Severe negative quirks. Some of them are negative, some of them are severe, and sometimes they can get worse. So let's see what we got. We have a grave robber, an arbalist, and it's called a Vestal. It's good. Vestal. I'm gonna go to. So next up, we got the. Okay, so these are the places you can use to do some stress relief. So you have the tavern, of course. You can drink, you can gamble, and you can just bang every person, guy or girl, whatever they are in the mood for. Here at the bar. Thankfully, the only person that's kind of stressed, and she's only kind of stressed, is Pantoul. Which I should actually start naming these characters. I say I should start naming them, but they're probably gonna die, so I don't really want to get attached to them. But it's okay. What we will do here. So you can also upgrade these, so you can get better bonuses for each of these little positions. So for example, the cloister through meditation, you can upgrade the stress recovery, make it cheaper, things like that, which is always nice to have it cheaper. And I really like the cloister because it's already kind of cheap. I say it's already kind of cheap. It's like 1,000 gold or whatever, I think. Let's find out. Yeah, it's 1,000. I'm gonna, just because I can. Well, let's see. You can sort it by stress. See the stress. Yeah, she's the most stressed. Let's do that. Since I got more characters, I want to kind of stay ahead of the game here on the stress levels. Can I? Yeah, I can upgrade this too. Oh, I can also make it cheaper. Let's do it. Let's upgrade him. So that's 850 now because I've reduced it by 15 gold. So that's really useful to have that done early. And because of that, I'm gonna use these two guys. She's the best in the third. Oops, that's not what I wanted. She's the best in the back anyway, so I'll move her in the back, and I'll use her in the middle. But then again, I kind of want to have a healer. Having a healer is quite important. Where is she? She really prefers. See, this is tough because you have to kind of balance what you want to do here. All right, well, we'll take the rest. These shouldn't be too bad. These shouldn't be too bad. However, before we do that, I got some goodies. So this one does. Oh, I have to give this to a Vestal. 15% damage, 30% debuff skill chance, 10% resistance in position 2, 30%. Oh wow, that's like you got to be up in the front. Well, for now, I'm gonna give it to my level 1 because I'm not bringing my level 0 anyway, and I don't want her to. Shit, that's a severe one. She's calm. Okay, and what does this do? 20% move skill chance, so you can move characters easily, which I don't know. I think she has some move skills, doesn't she? Oh, she does, but she doesn't have them unlocked yet. Okay, well for now I'll just keep it because it doesn't. I don't really want to debuff because it has a debuff of -1 speed on there, and I don't really want to debuff them for no reason. She has the yips. Yips. Imagine saying that to someone. I have the yips. As much as that's a terrible probably thing to have, I don't know enough about the yips, but it's kind of like saying I have the clap. It's like, it just sounds so ridiculous, even though it's probably awful. It's like, why did you give it that weirdly lighthearted nickname for something that's so just like horrific? It's like, you get hit by the car and I have the bump. You got hit by a car, I have the bump. Yeah, well, you broke your shins horrifically, and you're now unable to, you're crawling down the street, on your hands trying to, but you have the bump. I don't know. Anyway, but I digress. So that's the first 24 minutes and 12 seconds of the Darkest Dungeon. I'm definitely going to keep playing this right now. I'm just going to, in the video here, begin uploading it, and then start playing it again, because this game is the fucking shit, and I love this game. And every time I sit down and play it, I play it, and I play it, and then I get really fucking ragey, rip out my keyboard from my computer, start head bashing it as hard as I can. I get pieces of the S in my eyeball, and I'm just bleeding profusely, and then I leave and I don't play it again because I need medical attention and I'm in severe pain because I have the smash, and that's what happens to me. I just become ragey when this game, because you get so attached to these characters and you work so anyway. I don't want to go off because you'll see you'll see it. Eventually, I'll get on camera me having the smash, the condition that people have aptly named the smash. But anyway, so join me next time. I hope you enjoyed this one. I, of course, enjoyed it because it was easy to start with. But we'll see how it goes from here. So, adios.